Good morning, all you Spurs fans. This is Peter Christie reporting for sportsforsports.co.uk. I must apologise for not having done any reports in the last month. There's been a few things going on where I haven't been able to report on any of the Spurs games due to infiltration by West Ham fans. Now, I'd like to say a lot of things about them, but I'm not going to, as I don't want to put anything on record and in public. But suffice it to say, I'm just going to go over the games that Spurs have recently played, and we'll work our way backwards. As you all know, Spurs played Liverpool away on the weekend, and they managed a 2-2 draw over there. Apart from Dyer making a most horrendous mistake in defence, where Liverpool scored from after 3 minutes, Spurs came back very well in the game. Liverpool, yes, they may very well have scored a second goal, but they prevented it in the first half. But as soon as the second half came out, Spurs raised their game and they were very much on top. And as the stats will show, they had 66% of the possession. They got a fantastic goal as soon as Wanyama came on, and that goal reminded me of the goals that Spurs had done in the past. Rarely, though. I remember Glenn Hoddle doing one, and Christian Ziegler against Liverpool. Even though I don't think Spurs won the game, or possibly they might have done when Hoddle scored. But then some bizarre ending in the last 5 minutes. Spurs really, really on top of their game. They got a penalty. Guess who's going to stand up and take it? Harry Kane. You bet your bottom dollar that Harry Kane would scored. What did he do? He put it straight down the middle and the goalkeeper never moved. Straight after that, they go down the other end, Liverpool. That fella, Salah, he's a fantastic player. And how he got past all those players to squeeze the ball past Lloris, I'll never know. And we thought that was it. Spurs go down the other end, get another penalty. This time, Harry Kane makes no mistake and he scores. So, before that, the week before, Spurs played Man United, and with a record attendance of 81,978, Spurs totally dominated Man United completely, and they ran out 2-0 winners. They were emphatic, their display. And as bad as Man United were, Spurs were fantastic in every department at the time, with Eriksen running the show, and they had all their players back. Which they did 2 games in a row, and again, Pochettino kept the same team. So then going back a little bit more, Spurs had an FA Cup game against Newport. It was 1-1. They put on a kind of reserve team, and they got stung. But Harry Kane scored, and so they've got the replay coming up this week. Then they went to Southampton. They got a 1-1 draw there. Southampton were better team, but Spurs came back and got their draw. The week before that, they played Everton, and they totally dominated them and ran out 4-0 winners. The week before that, they played Wimbledon in the FA Cup and they won 3-0, very easy game. And then, of course, well, this is the reason why I've not given any reports. Spurs played West Ham. Now, as I said, our channel and our account has been had a lot of reviews left by West Ham supporters, and I'm not even going to go there because we will do everything we possibly can to root them out, ban them, and delete them from making any comments. Difficult game. West Ham went 1-0 up with a great goal, but then a few minutes later they got their deserved equaliser from Son with an equally great goal. And then just before that, they played Swansea on a very, very wet night, totally dominated the game and ran out 2-0 winners. So for the month of January, Spurs have remained undefeated. So we now move on to Wednesday. Spurs will play Newport. I can't see them making the same mistake again. and I think they'll put out a stronger team this time, and they should win the game comfortably. Now I think that Spurs will. The only chance they've got winning a trophy this year is going to be in the FA Cup, so they really need to put out very, very strong teams. In the last few days, there's been a few slip-ups, as we know, especially last night. Chelsea lost 4-1 to Watford. So it's only about a month ago where I said I don't think we've got any chance of making the top four. But the teams above have slipped. We've been Man United, we've drawn with Liverpool, Arsenal have lost a couple of games, and Chelsea have lost a couple of games. So we're getting closer. So you never know, fingers crossed. So we arrive at this coming Saturday lunchtime kickoff where we're playing Arsenal. I'll do a pre-match report nearer the time, but it's going to be a great game, and I wish all you happy Spurs supporters much joy this coming Saturday when we face our old enemy. So this is Peter Christie for sportsforsports.co.uk signing off, and I'll speak to you soon.